Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, I know I'm a little bit late. As you guys know, yesterday was MLK Day, so MLK Day, I just decided to lay back and watch the parade that happened. But anyways, what I should be here for is none other than Sailor Moon Crystal, episode 14, which is called Petite, I think that's Petite, Petite et Range Guerre. Yeah, so anyways, that's just a translation in, I think that is French, to conclusion and commencement. What they started with is just Queen Metal versus Sailor Moon. Queen Metal is very, very strong, as you guys can see, and you got the kind of good flashback of what happened previously in the series. Of course, I know you guys are going to say that thing that I'm going to say I'm not going to say anymore, but still, it kind of is like it because when there was a showdown between Queen Beryl, she actually had like a flashback of the four guys, the four guardians, and they were telling her lots of stuff, not to give up and stuff like that, just give encouragement, and she gave the final blast. In this version, they did the same exact thing to help encourage her to actually charge up. I would just say charge up the legendary silver crystal. And, well, the Sailor Scouts are knocked out. Unlike what happened in the previous series, instead of actually being in I would say, crystal tomb. Yeah, crystal tomb. Instead, they're just all four of them knocked out in the Arctic, which basically will lead to they are so gonna freeze. They're not even transformed. They're actually in their civilian clothes, which means more danger. So anyways, Luna is still useful, and there is the idea of prayer. Which prayer actually in the series did come up before, but prayer is right now very, 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 very important. Which of course I will come to the side and say everyone knows where this actually started. This started in Japan, along with going to Italy. I think it might even be in France too. So there's actually Christianity, and not even Christianity, but Catholicism, and that kind of will help slide in good with them, even though technically if they did look at it under a microscope, they most likely will be like, who are they praying to? But anyways, let's get out of that religious topic. But the finale was quite huge. It was very, very huge. And of course, if you guys noticed, something seemed to have shattered, which I didn't really know exactly. I kind of blinked away for a minute. But yeah, I saw something shattered within her moon stick that turned into a moon scepter or moon staff. Yeah, so I saw something break. I really saw something shatter, and I thought it was the legendary silver crystal, but it wasn't. It might have been actually her brooch, her transformation brooch. So yeah, that might have been what happened. But anyways, Luna is seen in human form just for a glimpse. And of course, previously we saw Luna in her human form in a movie way back when. And let's see, I think it was Luna actually fell in love with a guy, and Sailor Moon actually wished for one night or one day she actually become human. And she was actually able to date the guy, but then she realized the person she really loved is Artemis. So yeah, she returned back to her cat form and forever loved Artemis. That's what happened that I can recall. Okay, anyways, the Silver Millennium got restored. It's now restored in their entirety, so you're able to actually go there, and technically if Usagi actually really wanted to, she could actually go into Moon Kingdom and rule, or technically Silver Millennium, but hey, whatever, Moon Kingdom, Silver Millennium. More romantic content. Again, the others are in the cold. They are in the cold. I mean, it's not snowing. There's no heavy winds, but still, it's cold in the Arctic. So chances are it's a good idea to get those four out of there because they most likely are freezing to death. Well, anyways, Tuxedo Mask is able to scan the Earth. So he got an updated power. So instead of just having lots and lots of roses he's able to pick up, and throw at people, he's now actually able to touch the ground and scan the ground for anyone that they're looking for, which I think this is going to be very, very useful for the upcoming seasons. Oh yes, and the brooch is broke, so that's what happened. I think that's what occurred because I saw like a big flash, and then everything just, yeah, so I think it might have been the brooch. So Usagi actually got a decision between being queen of the Silver Millennium or being the reborn version of herself. She chose the second one, and well, that's technically what happened in the previous one, which, yeah, she wanted to actually have a normal life. That's what she really wanted. Which I do have to admit, this version is very, very brightened. Actually, not as horrible as what happened. I mean, like, if you've seen the previous series, you guys know what happened at the end of the first season. The fact that lots of tragedy happened, everyone was able to come back alive, but their memories were wiped clean. So they were able to live their daily lives and were able to live an ordinary life. But of course, the Guardians came, and that's what started everything up again. Since I haven't finished season 2 yet, which I really hope they're going to hurry up with season 2 because I kind of really would like to actually be able to compare. Yeah, so no one's memory was wiped. Thank goodness. Yeah, this was a brightened up version. The silver crystal, even though I didn't actually mention this, I should have mentioned it. It turns out that the silver crystal actually shaped like a rose, which I guess it's like the previous episode and the one before that we got to see what the silver crystal looks like. But yeah, now you can see plain as day it actually is a rose, even though I kind of get the question of how exactly does the silver crystal that looks kind of big actually fit in that little, yeah, it's a little circular spot that's in her brooch. Well, anyways, yeah, she got a new brooch. I should have mentioned that before the memories weren't wiped. But yes, she got a brand new brooch, and this brooch actually has a mirror. So now you have many things that's different with this already. The fact that the henshin pins are actually pins that you can write with. Her brooch, she actually use it as a mirror now. So yeah, there's many things that's really different. Alright, the Guardians, yeah, the four, her friends were actually teleported onto a bridge. Hey, at least it's better than being in the cold. They wake up in the cold and they're like, what? Yeah, even though it would have been cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. The next part, the fact that it seems that the Guardians may have lost their power. So, yeah, only Usagi actually have power now. I don't know what's gonna... Oh, yes, I know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen is that basically they're going to redistribute the pins out, but this time it's gonna be star power. Yeah, so it's gonna be based on star power. That's gonna happen. Yeah, that's what happened in one episode where Amy has a chance to go study in Germany. So it's a tough decision on if she's gonna go or if she's gonna stay. And of course she decided to stay, and it was kind of funny how they made sure she stayed because you had, and the character that's now introduced, Rabbit aka Usagi aka Chibi Usa. Yeah, you now have her in the mix, and she's the reason why Amy stayed, because along with Tuxedo Mask, they came to the airport and they had a gift for him, and the gift turns out to be nothing but a wrist communicator and the new henshin pin. Yeah, and that's what made her stay, especially, well, they all were suffering before she came into it. But anyways, yeah, they lost their powers, but they're going to get their powers back. I really hope it will most likely be Luna who gives him back, instead of they'll be like, alright, we have to go to the arcade, let's play at the arcade. Yeah, I think most likely they're going to stop the arcade thing. Well, it's still going to be their command center, it's just that it's not going to actually be the whole win a prize thing, yeah. But anyways, it looks like someone is coming, as you can see from Ray's vision. At first I was going to say, oh, the Guardians, but yeah, let's not forget I saw the black version of the moon in insignia. I'll say insignia. So that means that they're going to skip over the Cardians. The Cardians do not exist. They're skipping over the Cardian version part 1 of the second season. And they're just going straight into the Dark Moon clan, aka the Nega Moon. Well, anyways, so the watch is fixed, and now the trade happened, and then they had the romantic thing, and then guess who shows up? Like I already just mentioned, they have Rabbit showing up, aka Usagi, and holy crap, just like what happened in the actual, the original version, is that she pulled out a gun and said, "Give me the silver crystal," which I was like, holy crap. What's crazy enough is that actually, they had it in. They kept it in. I mean, the only way how they can actually make it not as bad as they are making it is the fact that either A, the gun shoots bubbles, or B, it's a gun that actually shoots darts. So that's the only way how to actually make it. But I could tell you the truth. If they try to put it here in America, it is most likely not going to fly. That is going to get cut. They're going to cut that out. I really hope that Toei actually has an idea on what they can do. Like, for instance, maybe she has like some kind of banana, or maybe she has like something. I don't know. I really don't know. I really hope that they actually will not cut this part. Even though I do have to admit, it is like, oh my gosh, it's eye-opening of what's happening. But anyways, Season 1 is completely done. They finished it. It's completed. So if you haven't seen Season 1 of Sailor Moon Crystal, you could definitely come check it out on Hulu.com or Crunchyroll, depending on which one you want. So yeah, anyways, that's about it. So stay tuned. It will be Nega Moon, which for right now I'm going to call him Nega Moon, because that's what the original one did in English dub. They called him Nega Moon. So for right now I'm going to call him Nega Moon. So yes, and for anyone who is like, ooh, what are they going to be after? Of course you know what they're going to be after. They're both it's going to be after nothing but freaking Usagi and also the Silver Crystal. Which sadly, like I said, I really hope they wrap up Season 2 very fast for Sailor Moon, because I'm still watching it on Hulu and they are kind of going, they went a decent pace, but I didn't actually expect Sailor Moon Crystal to straight up skip the Guardians, because if they didn't skip the Guardians, I would be fine, and most likely they'll finish up Season 2. But of course, ooh, they skipped them. That means that I'm not exactly going to be able to truly be able to analyze them all. But anyways, I'm done. So I'm going to web out. So stay tuned for the next time, and definitely like and subscribe. And if you guys have something to say about this, go ahead and say it. Peace out.